Laila or any other whirlwind, we are sure about one thing. We got a cooling drizzle. Welcome once again to News Analysis. News Analysis, a weekly magazine on current affairs. To begin with the main points in a nutshell. Pakistan bans video sharing internet platforms and social networking sites. A new twist in Miss USA contest. Violence spreads in Thailand after crackdown. Spurt in attacks by CPI-M Maoists. Maoist bombs Gulfstream. Dennis Blair resigns as U.S. intelligence chief. Pervez Musharraf intends to enter into politics. Now, the news in detail. Pakistan blocks access to YouTube in internet crackdown. Pakistan has blocked the popular video sharing website YouTube because of its growing sacrilegious content. Access to the social network Facebook has also been barred as part of a crackdown on websites seen to be hosting un-Islamic content. On Wednesday, a Pakistani court ordered Facebook to be blocked because of a page inviting to draw images of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some Wikipedia pages are also now being restricted, latest reports say. Correspondents say it remains to be seen how successful the new bans will be in Pakistan and whether citizens find a way around them. YouTube says it's looking into the matter and working to ensure the service is restored as soon as possible. The site was briefly blocked in Pakistan in 2008, ostensibly by carrying material deemed offensive to Muslims. Facebook said on Wednesday that the content did not violate its terms. There have been protests in several Pakistani cities against the Facebook competition. The Pakistani Telecommunications Authority said it had ordered internet service providers to completely shut down YouTube and prevent Facebook from being viewed within Pakistan. It said the move came only after all possible avenues within its jurisdiction has been used. A new twist in Miss USA contest. Pageant organizers on last Sunday night crowned a 24-year-old Lebanese immigrant from Michigan as Miss USA 2010. Rima Fakih was born in Lebanon, moved to the United States as a baby, and was raised in New York City, where she attended Catholic school. She told pageant organizers her family celebrates both Muslim and Christian faiths. Her family moved to Michigan in 2003, where she later became Miss Michigan USA. Pageant officials told the Associated Press that pageant records were not detailed enough to show whether Miss Fakih was the first Arab American, Muslim or immigrant to win the Miss USA title. The pageant started in 1952 as a logical swimsuit competition in Long Beach, California. Ms. Fakih is from Dearborn and is a graduate of the University of Michigan, where she earned her bachelor's degree in economics with a minor in business administration, the pageant said in a release. She said she planned to attend law school after completing her term as Miss USA. Fans in her state celebrated after learning that she had been crowned at the event held in Las Vegas. "This is unbelievable," Rami Haddad, 26, of Livonia, told the Detroit Free Press on Sunday night. Mr. Haddad said he was one of Ms. Fakih's biggest supporters. "It's a dream come true. I can't express my feelings." During the pageant, Ms. Fakih nearly fell in her evening gown because of the length of its train, but she recovered. During the interview portion, she was asked whether she thought birth control should be paid for by the health insurance. She said she believed it should because it's expensive. "I believe that birth control is just like every other medication, even though it's a controlled substance," Ms. Fakih said. Violence spreads in Thailand after crackdown. A bloody crackdown in Bangkok by Thai military set of rioting and arson attacks on Wednesday in several places across Thailand, threatening to expand unrest and further aggravate the deep rifts that have hobbled Thai society for the past 4 years. Troops and armored military vehicles overcame grenade-wielding militants allied with anti-government protesters in Bangkok, forcing the movements of leaders to turn themselves into the police. But even as the government declared victory in quashing debilitating protests that had shut down parts of Bangkok for 2 months, the rampage across Bangkok and in at least 3 provinces in the country's populous northeastern hinterland raised concerns about the conflict spreading and the future of current government. The government declared a curfew in 24 of the country's 76 provinces, a radical move underlined by its announcement that looters and arsonists would be shot. Arsonists in Bangkok set fire to almost 30 buildings, the government said, including the country's stock exchange, a massive shopping mall, 2 banks, a movie theater, and a television station. 2 city halls were set on fire in the provincial capitals when thousands of protesters reacted to the news of Bangkok crackdown. Malawi gay couple get maximum sentence of 14 years. A judge in Malawi imposed a maximum sentence of 14 years in prison with hard labor on a gay couple convicted of gross indecency and unnatural acts. The judge said he wanted to protect the public from people like you. Stephen Manjesa, 26, and Tivongi Chimbulganga, 20, have been in jail since they were arrested in December after holding an engagement ceremony. The case has been sparked international condemnation and a debate about homosexuality in the country. The British government, Malawi's largest donor, expressed its dismay at the sentence but has not withdrawn any aid. The U.S. State Department, meanwhile, said the cause was a step backwards in the protection of human rights in Malawi. 4 CRPF Jawans and a deputy commandant killed in blast. 4 Jawans of the Central Reserve Police Force and a deputy commandant were killed, while another Jawan was critically injured when Maoists triggered a landmine explosion targeting the car they were traveling in near Lalgarh in West Bengal on Wednesday. While 4 Jawans died on the spot, Deputy Commandant Bijay Pal Singh died of injuries in a Kolkata hospital. The attack came 3.5 months after the massacre of 24 Eastern Frontier Rifle Jawans at Silda in the same Paschim Mednipur district on February 15th. A spurt in Maoist attacks. 2 Naxalite attacks occurring within a week of each other, one in Nepal and other in Jharkhand state, have once again evoked suspicions of a coordinated movement by Maoist rebels in areas along the international border and the Indian states of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and in Nepal. A group of militants belonging to the National Socialist Council of Nagalim, Isak Muiva, is also reported to be maintaining close ties with the Maoists of Nepal. On April 7, armed members of the Communist Party of Nepal, Maoists, struck in a central midwestern Nepali district of Dailek, killing 47 people, including 29 policemen. The rebels attacked a police post at Normal village in the district. They overwhelmed 72-man force after a 3-hour gun battle. The police gave up the fight after the guerrillas bombed the post. The force commander, Inspector Durva Prasad Dahal, and 28 policemen were killed in the encounter, in which 19 others also lost their lives.